You know, when it comes to cannabis and pain relief, it turns out the story we've all been told is really just the opening act. We've known for centuries that it has medicinal properties, but what science is showing us now is that its real power doesn't come from just one magic ingredient. Nope, it comes from a whole team of compounds working together.
So let's just start right there. In modern medicine, we're so used to this idea of isolating one single active molecule, right? But what if cannabis just doesn't play by those rules? What if its true strength is only unlocked when a whole group of compounds works in concert? This idea of synergy, well, it's the key to everything we're going to talk about. And you know what? There's a ton of evidence piling up that this team approach really works, especially for things like migraines and chronic pain. But to really get the whole picture, we have to understand why, until pretty recently, the scientific view has been so narrow.
Well, that narrow view has been almost totally focused on THC and CBD. I mean, let's be honest. They're the undisputed rock stars of the cannabis world. But here's the thing. If you only ever pay attention to the headliners, you're missing the incredible performance from the entire ensemble.
So, let's broaden that view. To really get what's happening, we need to meet all the key players, starting, of course, with the group that gets pretty much all the attention.
These are the cannabinoids, okay? So think of these guys as the main chemical messengers. They're the compounds that literally plug into our body's own internal system and start to trigger all sorts of effects.
And within this family, you've got the two superstars. You've got THC, which is famous or maybe infamous for producing that psychoactive high. And on the other side, you've got CBD. It's totally non-psychoactive and has built this huge reputation for its therapeutic benefits, like reducing inflammation and anxiety, all without the intoxicating effect.
But listen, a performance is never just about the stars, is it? To understand the real depth and richness of the effect, we have to look at the supporting cast, these so-called hidden ingredients that are honestly absolutely crucial to the whole show.
First up, terpenes. If you've ever noticed that really distinct smell of a cannabis plant, or hey, pine trees, or even lavender, you've experienced terpenes. These aromatic compounds are way more than just a scent. They actively shape and modify the plant's effects on the body.
And then we have flavonoids. Now, these are found all over the plant kingdom, and they bring their own unique benefits to the table, including some powerful analgesic, that's a fancy word for pain relieving, and anti-inflammatory properties.
So, okay, we've got cannabinoids, we've got terpenes, and we've got flavonoids. And this right here is where it gets really, really fascinating. They don't just act in parallel, they interact. They actually perform together in this beautiful, complex harmony.
This quote from the journal Headache just nails it. It says these components work synergistically. Now that word is everything. It means the combined effect is way, way bigger than the sum of its parts. And that synergy is what creates the unique therapeutic profile for each and every strain. And this incredible synergy, it actually has a name, the entourage effect. It's this pretty radical idea that to get the full therapeutic benefit of the plant, you need the entire entourage, the whole plant, with all of its compounds working together in perfect concert.
Think of it like a symphony orchestra. It's the perfect analogy. The cannabinoids, THC and CBD, they're your star soloists. The terpenes are like the string section, setting the mood and modulating the soloist sound. And the flavonoids, they're the percussion, adding unique rhythm and benefits. Sure, you could listen to each part alone, but the real magic, the symphony, that only happens when they all play together. That is the entourage effect.
So, why is understanding this symphony so important? Why does all this matter? Well, because it could completely revolutionize the future of plant-based medicine. It's a real game changer. I mean, if we know how each instrument contributes to the symphony, we can start to compose our own music. The goal of this research is to literally crossbreed specific strains to create optimal, standardized combinations, entire compositions designed for targeted therapies.
And the potential applications here are just profound. We're talking about specific formulations for migraine and headache, broader uses for chronic pain, and, get this, the evidence suggests it could even be a powerful tool to help with opioid detoxification, potentially playing a vital role in tackling the opioid epidemic. It's incredible stuff.
What we're really witnessing here is a shift from a general understanding of a plant to the precise science of its inner symphony. So as researchers continue to unlock these complex interactions, the real question isn't if we can compose therapies for specific conditions, but which one is next.